Hello everybody, this is Pally, welcoming you back to a bit more Stellaris. Today we'll be continuing my game as the Mechabird Union. We are now in the 1.6 version of Stellaris. The Atoms patch came out today. And since it is largely bug fixes and the like, it's supposed to be save game compatible. So we're gonna see how that affects our game. So I'm gonna load her up and check out the situation here. Now, we're in the galaxy's kind of on fire right now. The Fallen Empire... We have two Awakened Empires, the Andagon Regulators here, and the Anathurian Restorers up here. And they are at war with each other. And let's switch to... Sectors map mode, Hyperlane map mode. Okay. Huh, cool. Well, we'll leave the hyperlanes on anyways. But, diplomatic map mode just to show things off. So we have non-aggression pacts with a couple of guys, but, our Federation kind of fell apart as the members joined up with one or the other of these Awakened Empires. As you can see, they have a number of subjects each around the galaxy here. And if I remember correctly, the Raltech up here are leading the, kind of the Federation against the Fallen Empires, the neutral systems. We are also neutral in this conflict. We have no stake in the game there. We are largely trying to build up our own defenses and, fleets, so that if one of the Awakened Empires decides to try and turn its firepower on us, we won't get annihilated. Now, we do have a problem in that our territory's kind of divided here. Not entirely sure how that's gonna work. Did we even lose our... Yeah, we lost our vassals, even. These guys are now... That's kind of lame. Since they joined up with one of the Fallen Empires. Huh. These guys are satellite... Yeah, pretty much everyone around us is a satellite, except for these Chescaran nation here. Defensive pacts with a couple, but... nothing we couldn't handle if we decide to punch into their territory a bit, which we might eventually. Now, we've also got the Cybrex system up in Cynn territory, and we can, now with the new patch, repair elements of this, and I really want that damn living metal, so... The problem is, if we try and declare war on the Cybrex, we are at war with a massive force here. We will be then at war... Oh! With the Great Aramathi regime. So apparently, being a satellite nation would not allow them to call in the regulators. Interesting. I wonder if it only applies for if attacked by the other Awakened Empire. Huh! So we might end up picking a fight with the Cynn Commonality in the near future to try and grab the Cybrex system. Now, to do that, though, we are going to have to change up our empire a little bit here, since our war philosophy does not allow us to just directly conquer, because we are pacifists. Now, I'm thinking this might be about the time where we switch to supporting a more militarist faction, but we still don't actually even have one. So even if we wanted to become more militarist, we can't. Nearly everybody we've got is just, boom, fanatic scientist. Yeah, we already have fanatic materialist. So, I don't know. We might try and take a chunk out of these guys. I'm not sure how well that would work. We'd probably need to liberate Lidges here, as well as a good chunk of this area. Maybe we'll do that once we are ready. So, as is though, we're going to keep building up our fleet. We have a significant force here. Those battleships. Gotta love them. 20 battleships, 51 cruisers, 63 destroyers, and 108 corvettes. Now, I'm honestly not 100% certain what direction we want to go here on shipbuilding. Against fallen empires, a lot of the times, swarms of smaller ships are the best, because fallen empires have a lot of really powerful anti-large weaponry, essentially. So I'm kind of thinking we want to pump out more corvettes and destroyers here. And then if we engage one of the fallen empires, we will use those as a separate force, so that they aren't caught outside of the fighting for a good while. We'll see. I'm still not certain how we want to do it. Oh, you... Art monuments. Right, Unity production was changed significantly. Let's go... Well, you know what? The fleet is not actually in orbit, so this is with our ships at maximum maintenance. This is our income. Let's get some more science coming out. Why not? Or actually, no, another power processor. We're just going to do that. Meanwhile, we are currently trying to build up our sensor array right here, the Sentry Hub. That's going to take a few years. And meanwhile, I believe we have a construction ship creating... Yeah, we have 2 habitats being built at the same time. That'll be fun. But other than that, got a couple of worlds we could potentially grab, but I don't see much benefit to doing so. They don't really have much in the way of useful resources. Alien Toy Factory here is kind of tempting, but we'd have to sink a lot into the planet just to make it worth it. I don't think so. If not, I mean, it would add to our core systems. I don't want to do that yet. Especially if because I want to work on this ring world once we're done getting the Century area up. I was not expecting the ring world to only work if the Century array is not being worked on, so oops, my mistake there. Meanwhile, on most of our planets, I'm largely just focusing on building up mining networks and the like, so that we can maximize our output there, but I definitely want an energy grid at least on the planet, if only for the Unity output. So we're gonna pop that there. A little more construction quickly before we unpause the game. So Frontier Clinics, interestingly, now produce society research instead of food. I'm not sure what I think of that change, to be perfectly honest. On the one hand, well, I actually don't even know what I was going to say there. I'm not 100% behind it, to be honest. I liked using them as essentially the starting food production facility on a planet. But you can't really do that anymore now. So, it's iffy. The Military Academy now produces some science, society, and engineering research. That's an interesting choice. Well, we're gonna keep working, just building up some mining networks, I think. That's what we want to be focusing on with our planets. That shield generator, okay. Of course, we'll grab whatever tile blockers that are useful, or not tile blockers, but tile resources are useful while we do that. But otherwise, we're just gonna focus on mineral production here. There we go. And I think this opening now is from something being removed from the game. I can't the symbol of unity, right, that's what it was. Then we have the art monument now, which, whew, you do it, you put it up with a lot of happiness, and you are pretty crazy on your Unity production from it, it looks like. Korach Prime, where are you? Right, you are somewhere that is relatively close to the front lines. We're going to give you a shield generator. In fact, I think on a lot of these planets I'm just going to drop a shield generator. Not necessarily because we need it, but because it may come in handy down the line. And for a lot of these planets, just one more mining network isn't that huge of an issue. So I know with the changes to happiness, we don't have quite as many perfectly happy pops anymore, which is good. It was a little too easy for us to have just everyone loving us. We still have most of the population pretty damn happy, but that's because most of the population is part of the scientist faction, and the scientist faction is very happy with us at 75% there. Now, let's just get the last couple up here. Shield generator and mining network. Okay. So, first murder's on its way home. We're gonna unpause and let things go. Whoa, hello. So, we have some... The Panaxala become materialists, the Chascarans are becoming more egalitarian, and the Tiresias Union is becoming more pacifist. Interesting. They still hate us. Largely because of border friction, though. Interesting. They are despicable neutrals. I wonder what makes them despicable. Either way, we will... Or was that the other Chescarans? Yep, that was these Chescarans, the Associated Chescaran Domains. These guys used to be our vassal, but now are... under the Andiganj regulators. I don't like that they were able to just kind of steal our pops that way. Alright, we're gonna unpause, let things keep running. So we need to purchase more. Yeah, right now our unity growth is significantly slowed because of that. That's okay. Oh, let's see if we can get another art monument or two up, then. Artist Enclave, you like us? We want to commission an art piece. Yeah, we'll do that once we have the minerals. A couple months. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of political changes over the next month or so as the game essentially updates everybody's situation with respect to the new 1.6 settings. Meanwhile, you, my friend, are supposed to be going home. Meanwhile, at a number of our planets, we're going to start building up, especially the planets most likely to be invaded. We're going to start building up armies a bit more. Let's see. Brockhand, you're going to want some armies.
Incoming transmission.
Not sure which is better or worse here, honestly. Get some... We'll stick to android armies. Meanwhile, we have a non-aggression pact with the Econ. Sure. We're still pacifists. And actually, I'm gonna hit up one of the trader enclaves and trade in some of those energy credits that we've got
Construction complete.
There it is. Trade for minerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That'll let us build up a bit more here. Come on. Don't freeze on me, game. I don't like it when you freeze on me.
Construction complete.
Alright. Get these upgrades coming. Ah, and let's commission that art monument now. God, these changes are ridiculous.
Incoming transmission.
Ah, the Baldorak! The Citizens Fontanga of the People's Revolutionary Council wishes to announce the execution of 4,539 individuals convicted of treason and counter-revolutionary activities. Let this serve as a warning to all those who would stand in the way of our revolution. Interesting. Yeah, not in a good way, but interesting. Alright, we still have Curator Insight for another 2 years, so we don't need to re-up that yet. But let's get a couple art pieces.
Construction complete.
It's a deal! Yeah, now that I think about that, we might actually replace a building or two in certain places with art pieces just to get the happiness up on those planets. And for, you know, the influence, because why not? Art piece. There we go. Or not the influence, the unity! Derp. I know what I'm saying. In fact, here on Shantar, we're going to do that instead of the mining network. We don't really need the happiness here, though, now that I look at it. Nah, it's the unity I want, not the happiness, the unity. Alright. Shield generators, lots of changes, lots of construction being done. Nothing terribly important. Okay. Tend to feel like we might want one here.
Construction complete.
Cut out maybe this mining network. Get the happiness boosts. Hard to say. Most of the important buildings already have maxed out happiness anyways. Well, we've at least got one more art monument we can build whenever or wherever we feel appropriate. So we'll just kind of save that for down the line. Alright, now we need to also keep building ships. So let's get some more of those guys out. I think I'm going to focus on battleships for right now, so we're largely just going to let Shantar Prime handle that. Because I'm also worried about the Unbidden deciding to show up. And to be honest, I'm kind of getting tempted to just smash the Mishar Forerunners here. Because they're there and have really rich territories, and I don't want to have to worry about them awakening as well. I don't know if it's possible for more than 2 empires to awaken, but I really don't need a third one right on my border. So that's tempting as well. And if we declare an offensive war, that might get us a militarist faction, which I would like to have. Shantar. I also want to train some more armies. I know I've got an actual, you know, army training building somewhere, but I can't recall where I put it.
Construction complete.
This is why having a specific army training interface would be helpful. Come on, Paradox. You have it in your other games. Just bring it in here. That's all we need. Alright. Alright, Boivos. Let's get some more armies. There we go. Unemployment on Fushu's Rest. Not allowed. Oh, I wonder if you can only actually purchase one at a time and then build it. That's annoying. We wasted 1,000 minerals!
Construction complete.
Hardly an end of the game. We'll do another power processor. Oh, this is one we want.
Incoming transmission.
Yeah, sure. Non-aggression pack's great. Zanami, we do want your Garanthium, so please. Boom. Confirm. Yay! They said yes. And since it was weighted in their favor, they're gonna like us more for it. So yeah, I'm thinking we may end up declaring war on the Cynn Commonality. It would just be them now. Okay, yep, this is what... Alright. We're not gonna wait. We have the opening, we're gonna take advantage of it. And I guess we'll find out if the satellite rules bring in the Awakened Empire. It doesn't look like they will, so... The planets we want to liberate will be essentially... Lidges... I wonder if we take out Lidges and Taramba, they probably just have a few frontier outposts, then that should cut their control over this part of space. So, Lidges, Taramba, and at this point may as well go for Sithra, Hiamit, Saldar, and that looks like most of it. Brillisir. There we go. Confirm. Before we do, though... Ah, god damn it. I forgot that would change the UI that we have up. Well. Shucks. Alright, well, we're gonna move the fleet to be ready to attack right away.
Construction complete.
That was the thing I was trying to do first, and it just screws up the entire plan. Of course. Complete. The game hates me. Meanwhile, let's see. Oh, right, they removed the influence cost from fleet academies, which, dear God, should have happened ages ago. Medak Prime... We will give you a Fleet Academy. Lytirian Prime, Fleet Academy. Fleet Academy. Anybody who has an assembly yards of any sort gets an academy. And, well, let's spread them out then more.
Research complete. Construction
Battleship
complete.
yards, Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy. Boom. Yay! More repeatable tech. Building cost. Ah, right. That was just them saying yes. Get some more armies up at Ogilcapis. First murder, it looks like you're ready to go. Let's do this. So, it was... Hiamit, Sithra, Saldar, Lidges, Taramba, and then Brillisir? Yes, it was. I can't just vassalize them, as much as I'd love to. Because we're pacifists.
We have
declaring war! Let's do this. Pop up to Saldar first. Time to go to war. And I suppose I really should have 2 fleets here. I'll split them after the jump.
Hostile station engaged.
Hostile station instantly annihilated. Alright, let's cut the fleet in half here. Third murder, you need an admiral. No. We do not need a lethargic admiral, thank you very much. Scout and trickster for either of them. Eyes of Bronze, we'll go with you. Rally point, sure. So, Eyes of Bronze, head up to Sithra. First murder, do your work at Saldar here. Now let's just double check our diplomatic map mode. We are not at war with anyone but the Cynn Commonality. Woohoo! Aha, hello, little fleet. Jeez, that Admiralty makes a difference. 5 points versus 3. 10k difference. Guess this one also has a couple more battleships.
Complete. Incoming transmission.
Sure, why not? We like research and energy credits. Station health and attack speed, sure. Go hit Sindor. Man, they've been through it. They don't even have mining stations everywhere in their home system.
Hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete.
Alright, let's watch us just annihilate this force. Why not? And there it goes.
Situation log updated.
Do we not have any...
Updated.
No, we have some of the Tachyon Lance guys that just
Situation
aren't
log updated.
having a chance to fire before we blow the enemy apart. Okay.
Alien spaceport engaged.
Very good. Do your work. Well, I'm actually going to take the rally point off the first murder because the third murder needs the battleships, and that's what we're creating right now. We need Mechatrons, not Union Defenders.
Situation log updated.
Not seeing really anything regarding a real fleet for the Cynn right now. So this is going to be a nice, simple, easy war. And if that's the case, really, I should have even more fleets. Fourth murder, let's give you an Admiral Beak of Magenta. You can hit him it. And third murder will split you in half as well. The fifth murder can get a new Admiral. Let's go Plume of Cyan. And you can hit Lidges. Yeah, that's a good spread. Everything should be still plenty powerful enough to take on spaceports without any losses. Achenar will give you... Let's see, what do we got?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Fences,
Situation log
observatory.
updated.
Let's go for cruiser yards, engineering bay, and replace that with the fleet academy.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we're taking no damage at all in these fights. Oh no! Enemy transports! What are they doing? Merging with Fleet 78. Oh, there's the Cynn fleet! Stuck way to the east. Coming at us here. Okay, good to know. So we really just kind of caught them completely out of position instead of them being completely worthless, but still.
Situation log updated.
They're actually getting torpedo range.
Situation log updated.
Any damage? None. Alright, so we just need to keep an eye on this fleet as it comes back toward us. Following Third Corolla. Interesting name for a fleet. Fifth murder. Get aggressive, please. Oh, and we are ready to invade. That was... I was wondering what some of those icons meant, but couldn't quite tell in time. You... Ooh, you are unhappy. That's okay.
Situation log updated.
Laboratory
Situation
complex.
log updated.
Let's see... So... They're still stuck using hyperlanes. Ouch.
Enemy planet
And
secure.
lots of missiles. Interesting choice. Huh. Well, we'll see how that works out for them. Embark all transports. Move on to the next. Oh, 2 targets in this system, eh? Oh, that's okay. Oh, they're at war with Materialist as well. Interesting. That might be the third Corolla they're heading for. Yep. Let's see these guys fight a little. Arc emitters. Lots of missiles. Well, if they're following hyperlanes, they're gonna have to go through our territory to get back. So, I don't like that. Second murder. Nope, not the second murder. We want, first murder, and let's have the third murder also. We'll have these two meet the enemy. Fleet, let's say, let's head down to Cam first off. Some unemployment. Hell with it, I want the Unity. And some more science, too. Let's see, Fleet Academy, Engineering Bay, Battleship Yards. Fleet Academy, Engineering Bay, Battleship Yards. We'll swap out the solar panel network for an engineering bay, Fleet Academy, and destroyer yards. We want a mix. We want to be able to fight however we need to. Alright, they're about to come out in the Achenar system then. Not sure if we can meet them there. But even if we can't, we can probably meet them at Keld. Or, Gulia, maybe. Might be a better one.
Evading hostile fleet.
Trick is we need to come in at an angle that'll get us close enough to them, else they'll just keep jumping. And I want to destroy them.
Evading hostile fleet.
Okay, there we go. Come on, guys. We might be able to get this, catch them here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh, yeah, there we go. And we got more coming in right behind them. Now, we may take some losses here. These are a lot of missiles. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Now the battle is real.
Research complete.
And we just pummel them at point-blank range. Ah, their battleships are just dropping like flies, and there they go. Enemy fleet annihilated. Let's see what we lost here. First murder, lost a cruiser in that. Oh no, we lost a destroyer and a corvette from... both of them named Beak of Green. That's fun. So we lost a destroyer, a corvette, another 5 corvettes, and a battleship. Alright, well, third murder. Let's get you some more... Another battleship or two, why not? And some more corvettes. There we go. Good work, everybody. There goes the Cynn fleet. Probably almost the entire thing. Now, we just have to keep the offensive on. We've taken the first planet in this system. Let's go for the next.
Construction complete.
That's that old bug of special effects appearing in every system. Society research. I don't really care about Gaia creation. We already have perfect everything everywhere. Leader recruitment cost, ecological adaptation. I guess we'll do ecological adaptation. Do I care about any of this stuff? I'm pretty sure we have everything here. Yeah, it looks like we've got all of these techs. So, no, we don't care. Maybe the missiles? You know what? Here. Science ship, research projects in the system, and then go back to assisting research. Works for me. Ah, meanwhile, we have a new habitat created. Where is it? Oh, no, we don't have a new habitat created. He canceled production because of the enemy fleet popping in. God damn it. I knew he suddenly had a bunch of minerals out of nowhere. Alright, well, to fix that, where are those traders? We're gonna sell them some more energy credits. There we go. Build habitat. Jesus. Need to make sure these guys are not on evasive, but on passive, else they are annoying more than anything else. Brilseer. So, how are the habitats? Oh, good. Excellent. Third murder can easily handle what's up here. Okay. Transports.
Construction complete.
Oh, that's nice.
Construction complete.
Little tab for telling you how many armies can be there. I suspect if we attack now, we'll be fine. Well, maybe not. Apparently, they upped the damage to defending armies bonus. Kind of like that, to be honest, but... yeah, still nothing compared to a whole bunch of android armies, apparently. So I can largely just drop this army on a planet and take it. Good to know. All their non-combat ships are running away.
Enemy planet secured.
As they should be, really. And there goes that spaceport. Nice and easy. Alright, Clue has fallen.
Construction complete.
Where do we go next? I'm not seeing any frontier outposts, but we don't have line of sight on this Guartan system, so we're gonna come on over. I don't know why we are still getting, apparently, sensor telemetry from the Sildari. Like, we used to be part of a Federation together. Are we now... I mean, we don't have an active sensor link, apparently. I wonder if that's kind of a bug from the end of the Federation. I could easily see it being one. Blow up everything! Mining stations, research stations, why not? Kill them all! Meanwhile, let's go take their homeworld.
Debris
Alright, I see no frontier outposts at all. Favalion, we'll come up at you then. Yeah, we're getting, like, nothing out of that debris.
Construction complete.
Not surprising. Art monument. Achenar Prime Spaceport finished construction. Ah, we can pump out some cruisers here. Excellent. Do so. Korach, you can build a couple of battleships. Why not? We need to increase the size of the fleet a fair bit. That should do it. For the moment. I mean, we're never gonna truly stop building ships, so... If only because we're gonna need them to deal with the Awakened Empires down the line. Those guys kinda suck.
Research complete.
Building cost, I don't know. Damage, shield hit points, attack speed. Attack speed, there we go. Where are the armies? Almost at their home world. There we go, jeez. Alright, we're gonna get a new general and bring these guys up as well, I think.
Construction complete.
Charismatic. I'm just tired of hitting one planet at a time.
Complete.
Yep, still nothing. Alright, yep. No, nothing to gain from researching the debris here. That's okay. And hell with it, let's get some more armies up. We can afford them.
Construction complete. Enemy planet secured. Construction complete.
I want most of my planets to have some degree of armies on them. Alright, so we, I believe, just finished conquering Sindor here. Yes, indeed. So, let's have these guys head for, Lidges here, the Mika planet. And you guys can head up to Avalam. Yeah, not a single frontier outpost anywhere that I can see. Theclax Stellar Confederacy. That's these guys. They used to be part of our Federation.
Complete. Debris analyzed.
Non-aggression pact, and sure, we'll do the research agreement. If they say yes.
Construction complete.
And they definitely say yes.
Construction
So,
complete.
research? It's actually considered even. Interesting. Well, I wonder if we can offer them a crap ton of food.
Construction complete.
Nope. Alright, how about some minerals?
Research complete. Construction complete.
There we go. Okay, we can terraform inhabited planets now. Let's go Hydroponics Farm 3, just to get it out of the way. Minerals! Alright, they said yes. I mean, we do have, these planets all in a sector here, and they do have still kind of normal living beings on them. From that fallen empire the Han Mer fallen empire we had to conquer. So, They're not as productive as they could be because they're all unhappy bastards, but... Oh, they have residence living conditions. That I'm not certain I like. They should... I think we'll... I tend to feel like we should give them full citizenship. Maybe? I don't know. Limited service. Colonization allowed. No pop controls. Migration controls enabled. You know, let's we'll kick them up to full citizenship. It seems unfair to keep them from such. So is that what the sector UI is? Yep. Whether or not we can see our sector. The war is going pretty much perfectly. Oh, hello, giant group of transports heading to try and retake one of their planets. First murder, you're up in Avalam, which is already conquered. Fine, head to Paya. Meanwhile, where are my other armies? Conquering! They're busy.
Situation log updated.
Oh, look, we killed a Corvette.
Construction complete. Enemy planet secured.
Okay, how do we only have 35% war score? We have like half of their empire occupied. Dude, looks like the war score for occupations was dropped like crazy. I mean, granted, like, the other half of their empire is occupied by somebody else, but still. Okay, well, head up to Brilseer, grab that. Meanwhile, you guys can head up to Paya and grab Burbit there.
Situation log updated.
Fifth murder. Head down to Hiamit, see if you can take out some of these transports.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Okay. Well, this war should be over pretty soon. And honestly, I'm not certain what we're gonna do after that. Where are you heading? Unabin, okay. Well, see if you can catch it there and kill it. Why not? Group of Corvettes. I don't think we will. Nope. Those hyperlane jumps are fast. Oh, we did catch their transports, though. This has got to be ugly.
Updated.
No, we're just missing them a lot.
Updated.
Interesting. Where do we have our transports? Whoa, hold on. You should be... not here. Heya. There we go. That's where you're supposed to go. Come on, transports. I must have misclicked with them. Fourth murder and fifth murder. Nah. Artisan troop. They want us to renew our subscription. Sure. Anything that's just energy credits is something we can probably afford. Right. Meanwhile, for now, we're gonna hop over to the Cybrex system and deny them their living metal deposits. Oh, hold on. We have, something interesting. The Cybrex Central Nexus. It would seem that they reevaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point during its 17th year. Whether the change was prompted by losses or an ideological shift, we may never know. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for a century until they vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to this system where they constructed a massive ring world designed to house their entire civilization. They isolated themselves here for several millennia until an independent explorer chanced upon their system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrex had been found again prompted several neighboring powers to organize a massive military expedition which bombarded the ring world into rubble. Strangely, they seem to offer no resistance whatsoever. I thought we'd been here before and gotten this already, but apparently not. Boom. Diplomacy. I really should just be going domination here, but... But I just want to finish off diplomacy so we can get a new Ascension perk. Probably going to get, what's the one? Where am I looking for? Not Defender of the Galaxy, but Galactic Contender to deal with those awakened empires. And yeah, several years now to get enough unity up.
Enemy planet secured.
So that's a Sildari group of transports being pounded by this group of corvettes. Research agreement with them has timed out, so let's see if we can renew. Yes, we can. Good stuff. So yeah, we're just adding to the rubble in this system now. Works for me. Alright, it's time to talk to the curators and get a new agreement with them. Ah, Plume of Scion is now more aggressive. Yeah, sure. Curator in sight. Now, where are you? Embark. And you are currently invading. Okay. And Pyramid and pay up. Okay. So these guys are almost completely conquered. That is literally, I think, their last planet. And they don't have anything else they can try and do to us. I'm guessing that they're heading up this way. To Beta Corvi, and we can catch them there.
Enemy planet secured.
Yay! General, what was that? Clausatil? This guy? Yep. He's charismatic and a butcher. That's an interesting combination of traits, but hey. Yeah. Huge amount of bonuses to damage and the like for his armies. Well, I don't know how much more we can really gain here in this war. Every planet of theirs has fallen. And once I take out this group of corvettes, which I am about to do, then that is literally the rest of their fleet gone, so...
Research complete.
Yay! Oh, we got a new Admiral! Cool. Leader recruitment costs. Get the top tier farms. Ha! They are running away. Okay, they're heading to Beta Corvi. Let's move, people. See if we can catch them there. I think we should be able to. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Caught him. Yeah, you can't even pick out, really, the enemy corvettes in the middle of my fleet. It's these guys, this group right here, that is now evaporating.
Situation log updated.
We didn't even get a combat report for it. Okay, well, that is the Cynn Commonality essentially defeated. But we're gonna have some trouble getting all our war demands. So Taramba's too far away, but we definitely can get Liches, Tiamat. And I think if we do those two, they will lose control over the Cyberx system. It'll just be far enough away. But we're gonna give it a little longer, let the war drag on a fair bit, see what the enemy does. Meanwhile, I don't really see any reason to keep our fleets in enemy territory at this point. We may as well pull them back. The Cynn Commonality essentially doesn't exist anymore. Our first habitat. So apparently with the 1.6 update, they forgot that we already have like half a dozen habitats. But that's okay. Colonize! Right there. Travu habitat. And you... Can we build any more habitats in this system? Nope. Okay, well, let's go on to the next. I mean, there's no reason just to stop building habitats. They're fantastic. We may as well. Alright, all the fleets, head home. We have no reason to stay in Cynn territory. Let's get the maintenance costs down. I mean, I guess we could try and hunt down these... Oh, and look at that! Kill them all! Ha ha ha! Blow up all their science and construction ships too.
Updated.
Why not? Okay, they ran away. Good enough. Oh, that was a little late, but oh well. This combat report for those corvettes. I don't know why it waited until now. We are getting the occasional little bit of slowdown here. That's annoying, but it happens. Alright. Check out the planets. I had a feeling we'd have some work to do by now. Okay. Mining networks. And here we'll build an academy. And then another mining network. Alright, that's most of them done. Yeah, the Finance Commission's not happy just because we are at war. So once we're done with being at war, they'll be happy again.
Incoming transmission.
No, I don't want your star charts. Your star charts suck. Although, I wonder if there is some exploration our science ships can do now. We have some borders that are open that weren't before, so let's let them go off and do their work. And I want to save up minerals now to, once again, keep upgrading the Sentry Hub, since that's almost done. 2 more months! I I mean, this thing is pretty wicked cool looking. I can't deny that.
Construction complete.
Okay, colony ship's on its way to that new habitat.
Construction complete.
Criterion, all good. Okay. Well. All our fleets are back home. Excellent. Well, I'm going to remove their admirals. And then bring them back together. All in one murder. And do we have somebody with upkeep bonuses? Yes, we do. Peak of Green. Excellent. Maximize our income while the fleet's at home. Keep it as the rally point. And, let's get another battleship out. Why not?
Construction complete.
More construction! Shield generator! Military Academy! Not because there's a need for it, but because it's fun.
Construction complete.
Achnar! Yeah, the Cynn are just sitting here. Oh, hello! They, looks like they ended one of their wars, maybe. Huh. Well, in that case... Split. Split. I'll just send 2 fleets up to take care of it. Second and third murders will do nicely. And... Aha! The Path to Victory Committee! That is a militarist faction. Excellent. That is what I've been looking forward to. Transports. Let's get in position. Now, there are very few of them, so I can't even embrace the faction yet. Do we have a specifically pacifist faction? Yes, we do. But there are so few of them, too, trying to suppress them won't make a difference.
Colonization in progress.
Yeah, that won't help at all. We're just gonna have to try and get more militarists. I don't know how that's gonna work. Promote faction, there we go. Boom. So yeah, we want to get a little more militarist with all of the enemies that we're dealing with. Alright, you're heading to Uri Tree. First murder. See if you can catch them. Probably won't catch them at rule, but that's okay. And I'm actually gonna only send half of it to do it anyways. It's overkill to send the entire fleet against transports. I'd rather maintain at least some of my income. Oh, wait, nope. They are still completely conquered. Never mind.
Construction complete.
Looks like I read the situation wrong, since we just didn't have eyes on these planets. Yeah. Alright, well, in that case, you guys, I guess, can head home. We'll try and help catch this group of transports, just to wipe them out. They're gonna have to come through Iglomia here. We'll try and catch them at Uproth, I think. Not exactly where I want you fighting, but that's okay. You guys, see if you can head over here. Probably not gonna work. They're heading to Uproth. Alright, head to Lidges. I have a feeling that's where they're gonna go next. Else you guys head up to Sisaja. Try and catch them here. At one of these planets, anyways. Alright, we should catch them at Lidges here, then. We should drop out right on top of them. Come on, 3 days. Damn it! Right as our fleet came in. So, they're heading to Uritri, which is right there. The Hiamit system. Well, they're stuck with hyperlanes, so we can... As long as we pin them in around here, we can take them down.
Construction complete.
Spaceport at Shantar finished construction of yet another battleship. Yay! Alright. Come on, guys. Kill them! They'll probably have jumped out by the time these guys get there. Man! How high is their evasion? 79% for the... So transport ships now have 70 evasion? That's pretty nuts.
Survey complete. Construction complete.
Not sure that necessarily is needed, but...
complete.
Hey. I mean, they do just die real easily otherwise. Like this. Just getting sandwiched between two major fleets. Gotta be a great place to be.
Log updated.
Alright, job is done. Head home. So... what else can we get out of him so far? Hianit, Cithra, Lidges... Length of war, still a significant issue here. Well, I can chill at war for a while, can they? They have
System
nothing. None of their planets are working. They are a completely occupied empire right now. Still, I'm not sure how long we want to actually sit at war. The populace generally isn't the biggest fan. I like that you can see the ethos, though, at this now. Do we want to suppress it and actually use the influence? No,
System
not really.
survey complete.
We haven't been surveying systems for a while. The Synthetic Republic has expired. I didn't even know there was one. I mean, it's a big galaxy. Lots of people I'm not going to know about here. The Cynn Commonality. They're at war with the League of Non-Aligned Powers.
System survey
They're
complete.
in the War of Heaven, and they're getting annihilated by us as well. Yeah, they're not doing great. That's why you don't be the unaligned against two damned awakened empires.
Colony established.
There's a part of me that is really tempted to declare against the Andagon's regulators here. And just... take their, Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Sneak attack the regulators while they are busy, while their fleets are busy elsewhere. And take their rings from them. That is extremely tempting. extremely tempting. We'll think about it. Alright, so let's get people coming up on our new habitat. May as well just spam it.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Alright, and then we'll do Paradise Dome for the Unity, and then pretty much the usual mix of solar power and labs. Solar power, laboratory, solar power. Alright, there we go. Habitability, why not? Long term, we will eventually have non-robots in our empire, and we're gonna want them to be semi-comfortable. Military Academy. Some upgrades, very good. Okay. Oh! They pieced out with the League of Non-Aligned Systems. Very interesting. You lucky bastards. Chaskaran Nation. Yeah, there are a number of these guys. Well, now it's actually really tempting to join this League of Non-Aligned Powers, to be honest. I didn't like the idea at first, but... Alright, so we are now at least associates of that league.
Research complete.
If we join, we will by far be the biggest power in it, and I don't really want to. It'll cut our naval capacity like crazy. Always does. Alright.
System survey complete.
I'm just removing these admirals so that we don't end up having the admiral bug happen. Or at least so I can try to avoid it happening. Aha! Hello, we can continue upgrading that guy! And I think this is the last upgrade.
System survey complete.
There might be one more afterwards, but... Okay, well... Yep, that one's almost done now.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Boibos upgrades. Queue up some more. Oh, hello. Oh, I already have Garanthium ore. Why am I trading for it? Derp. So you have Urantic crystals and Neutronium. I don't have either of those, so I definitely want to trade something to you for them. You don't care about the Teldar, but you like the Garanthium or Beryllium. Okay. Works for me. Instant transfer of minerals. Make you happy. There we go.
Construction complete.
I forgot to make it 30 years, I realized the moment I clicked go for it.
System survey
complete.
Well.
Can always do it again in 10 years. Well, this is starting to get a little boring, being at war with these guys. Saldar, I suppose we can take as well. Soon, anyways. But I'd rather grab him get the whole system. Shouldn't be too much longer before length of war goes down more. Once we can grab these three, I think we'll call it, and end the war. How are we doing on our... Our militarists are taking their time getting support here. 6 pops! Yay! Alright, they said yes.
Construction complete.
Okay, everything on Achenar is fully upgraded.
Construction complete.
Well, I'm gonna kick out some more ships, because why not? Aha! Habitat completed. So Saya Prime, you can colonize that pretty easily. There it is. Boom, Achenar 4 habitat. Meanwhile, you can come down here and get ready for more construction. We can always have more habitats.
Research complete.
Boost minerals. I'm just sick of these showing up, so we're gonna take care of them quickly. A few more months and we'll be able to create yet another habitat. Well, I'm starting to run a little low on time here. As anyone who's watched my last couple of videos knows, I haven't been feeling all that well lately. I'm definitely back on the upswing, which is why I'm doing this one here today, but I'm not at 100% yet. And don't want to stretch my... Essentially, the problem is I have a sore throat right now, and talking for too long starts to stress that a fair bit. Lythuric gas. We do not have you, so we definitely want that. There we go. So next month...
System survey complete.
Kibin system fully surveyed. And they say yes! Excellent. And Achenar 1, build a habitat.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Where are my sciences?
Complete. Construction complete. Research
Got
complete.
one over here.
Construction complete.
In the core system, one in Seizuno.
System survey complete.
And okay, so we're checking out Theclac territory. Uh-oh.
Situation log updated.
That's not right. So, we can't... Wait a minute. So, we're doing aggressive observation even though we can't do aggressive observation anymore. That's just fun. Do we want to make them into a protectorate of ours? I mean, the Ezio system isn't really important to us. Sure, why not? Let's enlighten them. Probably finish that before we even finish the, need to do the special project. What do we got here? I don't have anything with Strikecraft now that I think about it. I feel like I should create a few carrier types. Just for variety's sake. No, for now we're gonna focus on kinetics. And we have an election going on. currently we have Beak of Honeydew ruling, with a growth speed and happiness boost, so... growth speed does not help us much. Wings of Cyan is leading physics research. Would I be able to get a new scientist with genius? Sentient AI assistant? Close enough. Alright, well... Wings of Cyan, you shall become our new leader. And we shall recruit Eyes of Teal to take your place. After we fire Beak of Honeydew. You were a great leader for some time, Beak of Honeydew. Now you are done. And we are getting to the point where we may do some reforms here soon. Maybe get rid of technocracy in favor of, I don't know, maybe... mining guilds would be a huge increase in mineral production at this point. We're talking another 120 minerals. That's a significant jump. Consumer goods cost 401. So 20% drop in that is about 80. Which is, you know, eh. Hard to decide. We might even, once we switch over to militarist, we might want to wait and go, you know, like citizen service here, or distinguished admiralty. No, we don't do migration treaties. Sorry, people. Aha! The Cynn actually have something again. Are they no longer at war? Yep, one of their wars did finally end. Alright. Let's do it. Boom. Admirals! And Plume of Cyan. There. There. There! And, you can go up and defend. Oh, and of course, I need you guys to be aggressive! Actually attack the enemy! So we can grab a little more territory from them. I'd like to force them out of Tarumba.
Colonization in progress.
And to be honest, actually, I'm thinking I want to pop out a construction ship to be ready to build a frontier outpost around here instantly. So... alright, these guys joined the League of Non-Aligned Powers.
Incoming transmission.
No.
Construction complete.
Okay, so Avalam and Beta Corvi are still occupied, but Taramba is not. Okay. Well, we can re-occupy... we can take Taramba then easily enough. There we go. We'll go with... Closetil needs more experience. Just get up here and attack.
Situation log updated.
And we take 0 damage. Yay!
System survey complete.
Alright, well, if these guys are all still kind of pointless, we'll bring them back home. Only need the 1 fleet. The 6 murder will do fine subduing Tarumba.
Situation log updated.
Murdering scientists, that kind of thing. Hello, Anathurian Restorer Fleet.
System survey complete.
I want my transports to get there first. And really, since our armies are good enough, may as well the other just come up and attack Yuri. Construction ship can come over to Boibos rather.
System survey complete.
I really want the Cybrex system. And that looks like the last construction to do on my actual planets. We're at 51% now because of their new blockade.
Research complete.
Or, actually the battle, rather. As we conquer the planet. Oh, look at that Titan. It's got a battle cruiser for a nose! Oh man, that thing. 30,000 hull. %90 armor.
Enemy planet secured.
Alright, and Yuri... Yeah, they're losing quite effectively there. Gaia creation, why not?
Enemy planet secured.
Okay, now, let's see what they say. Negotiate! Can't get both of Taramba here. Well, let's take Seethra out of it then, and just send the demands, I think. I feel that should be enough. The Tarambas, Kiamit, and Lidges, that should cause them to lose control of this sector of the galaxy here. Let's see what happens. Armies can embark. There we go. All of you guys can start heading home. Let's see what they say. And they said yes. What the hell? Still didn't cost them the Cybrex system. That pisses me off. Ah. Well, I guess we get to wait a decade and do it all over again. Okay, that's fine. Meanwhile, you guys, I'm going to demand vassalization of. And they say yes. The democratic Cynn Commonality. I am thinking also if we integrate them, we should have a pretty good chance of getting control of this area.
System survey complete.
Yeah, the Antigons.
Incoming transmission.
So if you're a satellite of one of the War in Heaven guys, they just won't back you at all. Yeah. Alright, well, I think we're gonna call it right there. Had a nice little war, crushing the Cynn Commonality. And, we'll be having another one soon, I'm sure. I wonder... Well, actually, we might be able to push them back with some frontier outposts judiciously placed here. So I'm gonna actually
Incoming
start that construction now, and we'll see how it works in the future. No, we do not want defensive packs. We already have low enough influence income. Okay, but we're back to being at peace. I wonder how long it'll take that to go back to being okay. But for now, we're going to call this session. It's been fun, and we will be ready for another war when we return next time. I can't help but feeling the Mishar Forerunners might be a good target, but we shall see. So, hope you've enjoyed watching me playing a bit of Stellaris with the Unity expansion and the new 1.6 patch. We'll be back soon with more. Until then, this is Pally, signing off.